These guys carrying guns, all wearing a mask, who ended up forcing their way inside of an apartment. You can hear one guy when he kicks down the door and his backup comes in right behind. Investigators say it happened. For you to see this video right now. These guys carrying guns, all wearing a mask, who ended up forcing their way inside of an apartment. You can hear one guy when he kicks down the door and his backup comes in right. Orlando police need for you to see this video right now. These guys carrying guns, all wearing a mask, who ended up forcing their way inside of an apartment. You can hear one guy when he kicks down the door and his backup comes in right behind.
Revelations 3, verse 3. Remember therefore how thou hast received and heard, and hold fast and repent. If therefore thou shalt not watch, I will come on thee as a thief, and thou shalt not know what hour I will come upon thee. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah. Now the next precept in Matthew 24, starting at verse 42. Watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord doeth come. 43. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched, and would not have suffered his house to be broken up. 44. Therefore be ye also ready in such an hour as ye think not the Son of Man cometh. That's when he's coming. So pretty much Yahweh Shah, who they ignorantly call Jesus Christ, is telling us, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, who are the Israelites, to keep on the watch. Keep paying attention to the signs and measuring the time, like 2nd Ezra chapter 9 verse 1 say. Keep measuring the time, because if you don't, you are not going to know. This is something that you have to keep on the watch. You have to stay looking at geopolitics. You have to stay looking at city politics, country politics, any kind of politics dealing with people. You need to be on the watch and seeing what's going on with the community, with your state. You need to know these things. And so that's how you keep on the watch, because you're going to know the season. You're going to be able to measure what time you living in. If you don't watch, you ain't going to be able to measure the time. You see? And so, just like these robbers that got masks on, they kicking down your door, that's how the Most High coming on these 2/3 who don't want to keep on the watch. Who's saying the white man wrote the Bible? That Bible, it's some people don't rewrote it so many times and all this kind of stuff. And people telling you, just live your life. Don't worry about that Bible. Them people gonna be caught off guard because they not on the watch. They don't understand that he's coming. Even the so-called Jehovah Witness and these Christianity people who talking about, it's the end of the world and all this kind of stuff. But they don't watch geopolitics. They don't pay attention to what's going on in the world. They just live their life and try to live the American dream. And they're not trying to measure the time. You see. So his true disciples is going to measure the time and going to keep on the watch. So he's not going to run up in their house. He's not going to run up on them and they don't know what's going on, because they keep on the watch. And so that lets you know who the false prophet, he's not going to keep on the watch. The false prophet, he ain't watching nothing. Let me get that before I close out in Isaiah, because this explains the false prophet. This is what he's gonna be doing. In Isaiah 56 verse 10, it say, his watchmen are blind, they are all ignorant, they are all dumb dogs, they cannot bark, sleeping, lying down, loving to slumber. See, they're not warning the people. They dead sleep out here. And so they're not going to be able to warn the people and tell them nothing. Now that brings to mind 1 Thessalonians 5. It says, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. Okay. I'm going to jump to verse 4. It says, but ye brethren are not in darkness, that day shall overtake you as a thief. Verse 5, ye are all children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor the darkness. So it's pretty much saying we are not like all the other people. We're not children of darkness and light. Because when you go to Isaiah 60, it tells you, verse 2, it says, for behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. So most people on the earth is going to be in darkness. You see, most people on the earth is going to be in darkness. And to back that up, let's get Matthew 7:13. It says, enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. I mean, many people is going to be on the road to destruction. Many people going to be on the road of destruction. Many thereof be which go therein. Verse 14, because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it. Okay? So when you get to go back to 1 Thessalonians, you see that it say in verse 6, therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. Verse 7, for they that sleep, sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of love, faith and love, and the helmet of hope and salvation. Because most of the earth is asleep. And to reiterate verse 4, it says, but ye brethren are not in darkness, that day shall overtake you as a thief. Because see, we know to stay on the watch and to keep looking at geopolitics, keep looking at and measuring the time. You see, but these individuals, they don't measure the time, and they looking for the love of the world, see, and looking for prosperity in this world. They haven't learned to hate this world and look for the kingdom first, seek the kingdom first. See, they're not seeking the kingdom, so that's why they in darkness. They seeking this world. But I'm going to leave it there. All praise to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, Bashim Kakadash. Double honors to the elders pushing the truth. Peace to the elect worldwide. The kingdom is at hand. Shalom.